So we've seen that we were having to combine our like terms over the equal sign. We're having to combine our variables over the equal sign, but now we're going to have to combine like terms on one of the sides and then over the equal sign. So there's just a little bit more than what we were doing before. Again, if you're not too sure about like terms, go ahead, pause your video and take a look at this slide in a little more detail. This shows like terms and combining them using algebra tiles. Remember, the x's are the longs, the squares are the smalls. I see I have 4x, 2x, and a minus x. So if I put all those together here, a positive and a negative make a zero pair, so I'm left with 5x. With the ones, I had 3 negatives and 1 positive. If I put that 1 positive with the 3 negatives, I make a zero pair, there's negative 2 left. So that would turn it into 5x minus 2. Use these algebra tiles if you need it. Use these algebra tiles if you need it. If you want to practice it, go ahead, pause the video, try this expression, write it out like they did here, and then simplify it like they did in that step. Pause it if you need it. If not, go ahead and keep watching. So the expression should be negative 3x plus 2 minus x minus 4 plus 3. And if I combine them, if I combine my x's, I see I have in total 4 negative x's. These two reds cancel out those two blues for the ones. Those two reds cancel out those two blues. So I have 1 positive left. So that's going to be a plus 1. If you need more help with combining like terms or need more examples, let us know and we can help you out with that. Otherwise, we're going to do that same thing here. Combine like terms on both sides of the equation before we solve. So, River of Love, check. If I'm looking at just this left side, are there any like terms that I combine on this side alone? The 1 doesn't have an x, so I can't combine those two together. Now let's look at the right side. Are there any like terms I can combine on the right side? Yeah, there are. What can I combine? My 8x and that minus 5x. What is 8x minus 5x? 3x. And then I bring down what I still have there. I still have that plus 16. And then I bring down what I had on that side as well. So now my equation is negative 2x plus 1 is equal to 3x plus 16. I combine my like terms on each side. Now is when I can bring my variables over to the other side. Which one do I want to start with? The bigger one or the smaller one? Yeah, I want to start with the smaller one. So what number is smaller? Negative 2 or positive 3? Negative 2 is smaller. So how would I get rid of a negative 2x? What's going to be the opposite of that? Plus 2x. I want to add 2x to both sides. Minus 2x plus 2x, they make a zero pair. I bring down that 1. What's 3x plus 2x? 5x. And then I bring down my plus 16. I brought my variables over the equal sign. And now it's in that form y equals mx plus b. I can go through and do sad meg. So go ahead, pause the video, try solving the rest of this on your own. See if you still remember how to do that. Pause it, give it a try on your own. All right, you should add 6. Ooh, girl. Subtract 16. Oh my goodness, Miss La Rosa. subtract 16 from both sides. I'm adding in the problem. The opposite is to subtract 16. 1 minus 16 gives me a negative 15. Double check. Make sure that you've got that negative there. Really easy to get this problem wrong because we forget about that negative. Bring down that 5x on the other side. Then divide or multiply. I want to get that x by itself. Side by side means multiply. So the inverse, the opposite, is to divide both sides by 5. Negative 15 divided by a positive 5 gives me a negative 3. If you need to use your calculator, do it, especially to figure out, is my answer going to be positive or negative? Go ahead, pause this, make sure you go back, write this all out on your Desmos so that you've got these notes as a resource for you to use later on. When you're done, come back and let's check. So like we said, we want to type in what x is equal to. I can do negative 3 is equal to x. That works too. And then I want to type in what I started with at the very, very top. I have to type in each side. So first, negative 2x plus 1. Oh, looks like I do have to do x first. So x equals negative 3. There we go. And then the other side's longer. 8x plus 16 minus 5x. We need to make sure that we do this original one, not what we came up with, just to make sure that we combined our like terms correctly. And if we check here, we see both sides are equal to 7. So that means that negative 3 is correct. Go us. Go us. Go ahead and give that next one a shot. Try it on your own for me. Again, do your left side first, combine the like terms, then the right side, then solve the problem. Pause the video, try that next one on your own. All right, do you have the answer? That was kind of fast. Are you sure you got it? Double check. Check it in the calculator, make sure you got it right on the calculator. All right, so first I'm going to combine my like terms on each side. Just looking at the left, I see I have a 4 and a minus 6 that do not have variables. That means I can combine them together. 4 minus 6 is going to give me a negative 2. Need to make sure I keep my 3x in front of it. On the other side, I have a 3x and a minus x I can combine. 3x minus, remember there's that imaginary 1 in front. 3x minus 1x gives me 2x. And then I bring down that plus 2 from up top still. And there I combine my like terms on each side. Double check, one for each side. Now I can combine my like terms over the variable. I need to get my variables together, over the equal sign. Which one should I start with? I'm gonna start with that 2x. I like to start with the smaller one so I don't have negatives with my variables to work with, hopefully. 3x minus 2x is 1x. Remember, there's that invisible 1 that I'm not really going to write there because I'm a lazy math person. I bring down that minus 2. Those 2x's cancel, and I've got the positive 2. Now, I can go through and I can do my sad meg. I can go through and do my sad meg. I want to protect my variable and my coefficient. I want to get rid of the constant first by subtracting or adding. Here we have a minus 2. So what's the opposite of a minus 2? Plus 2 on both sides. Those 2's cancel. I bring down my x. 2 plus 2 gives me 4. There's no division or multiplication to do here. That's our answer. X equals 4. If you have questions about that, let us know. Otherwise, feel free to move on to the next section, and good luck to you.